New research from Microsoft Ireland has found that 1/3 of hybrid workers are struggling to disconnect at home, and another quarter feel demotivated or uninspired. A total of 44% of workers agreed it was harder to build trust with colleagues in a remote or in a hybrid work environment, and more than a third said that their team culture had deteriorated. And it got us thinking in the office this morning, because we certainly have seen this in our own office. We have an open plan office here, and we used to all be in all the time, but now we have parts of our teams at home and parts of our teams on the floor, and it is a whole new era in terms of how we work. It was sort of rolled out as this fabulous thing that we were all going to love, but maybe there's something in this study that maybe not everyone does love it as much. What did you make of it?
I mean, people get extraordinarily animated about this subject. You would not believe how strongly people feel about this. Some people are hybrid people, some people are work from home people, some people are work in the office. I mean, I think it depends on who you are. Particularly, my mind goes to the younger people who are starting their careers, who want to develop bonds, links, networks, who wanted to build their skill base, right? They want to get to know their job, their area, their field, and it is more difficult simply when you are from home. So I think that voice doesn't come out particularly strongly when we discuss these things. And the second thing, which is almost a personal thing as someone who's lived in Dublin all his life, the societal effects of not having office workers around for Dublin city centre and other cities in the country is massive. The coffee shop, the subway outlet, the sandwich bar, all of these places take a huge hit if you remove office workers. Now, I'm not saying it's not the industrial age. You can't just force people into offices, but there is a price to be paid. There is a cost to be taken, and it kind of sometimes doesn't get mentioned in this debate, which is very much sort of individual focused rather than sort of looking outward.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, and I think that's a very good point, that society is affected when everyone stays home, and affected for good and for ill. Certainly, I think you're right, city centre was dead during the lockdowns, and coffee shops and restaurants and all of that said they struggled massively without the football. But even small businesses, dry cleaners, the places that you would walk by and knock into for bits and pieces because you were near your workplace, they all struggled as well. But I don't think, and I think that's what's reflected in these figures, that it suits everyone. I worked from home in the biggest block I think that I did was 6 weeks in the first wave of COVID, largely as I'd had COVID and they wouldn't let me back in the office because I was like Typhoid Mary. But I didn't like it. I found it very difficult. I found, first of all, I was getting cabin fever. I found being at home, and in my setup at home, husband, 4 kids, dog and a cat, it was very busy at home, but in a way that kind of was getting in on top of me. And I also found I really missed the stimulation of the office, the chats with colleagues. I don't even mean like the social chats. I mean the work chats that would make you think and make you kind of go, oh, do you know what, we should do this, and all of that. It didn't suit me, my way or my personality. So I don't think it is for everyone. And I know people think hybrid is the absolute, the bomb, because you have the best of both worlds, a little bit of home, a little bit of office. But I'm less convinced than I know a lot of people